Call to order the special council meeting for the corporation of Brunel and Dr. Ragland, this 27th day of September 2022 at approximately 7:01 p.m. The roll call, Councillor Banks.
Here.
Councillor Yon.
Here.
Councillor Coughal.
Here.
Councillor Rutledge.
Here.
Okay. Now go to adoption of the agenda. The resolution says that the council for the corporation of Township of Brunel and Dr. Ragland adopt the agenda as presented. I need a mover on that. Councillor Banks, a second, Councillor Rutledge. All in favor?
Yes.
And that is carried. Disclosure, did I ask for disclosure of pecuniary interest? Was that the one matter that's before us tonight?
No.
Okay, seeing none. So we only have one item tonight on the agenda, and the purpose of that is information on the purpose of the tracker on Gov Deals. And the reason for having the meeting is because of the the auction close date, which is actually tomorrow at 10 a.m. So with that being said, I know we have a resolution as part of the recommendation. Would you like to read it? So the recommendation is that council for the corporation of the Township of Brunel, Lindau, and Ragland allow the operations manager to bid on the 2012 International Tractor as listed on Gov Deals, up to $50,000 plus applicable taxes and auction fees. Further, direct the clerk treasurer to process payment using surplus income, the remaining brush and budget line, and reserves if required. So I need a mover on that. Councillor Banks, seconder, Councillor Young. So right now, I will allow staff to go through the facts and the issues, and then staff council has questions, we'll proceed.
Sounds good. Thank you, Your Worship. So just recently, we were made aware of a tractor that is on Gov Deals that's in the city of Ottawa. As part of their fleet rollover program, it's time for them to get rid of it. The tractor is 10 years old. Has 7,000 hours on it. It's 105 horse. It fits pretty much everything that we need it to do. So if you read my report, we had several issues with our township owned tractor over the past few years, which prevented us from doing our own roadside mowing in-house. So for the past years, we've either rented equipment, or this year we actually put it out for a contractor to do. The previous years, correct me if I'm wrong, Virginia, it cost us around $30,000 for the rental.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of money to put out to rent a tractor. We still have to provide fuel, we still have to provide manpower, and the repairs if the broke teeth off, whatever we have to repair as well. The contracted service only allowed a single pass down each side of the road this year, as they do charge per lane kilometer. So each trip that they make down the road, it's a charge. So to do we could only budget for or allow for 75% of our roads to be done this year. So which sparked a number of our residents questioning why their road wasn't done, and etc. Yeah, it doesn't look good. So the cost to provide that service was $9,636.64. If we were to do all the roads with a contractor, it would cost us around $12,000, just over $12,000. And again, that's only a single pass. A lot of our roads we can widen out and do multiple passes to keep the bigger brush and stuff from growing in, and hiring bigger equipment to remove it later on down the road. Another point, so each spring the municipality needs to remove the winter sand off of their paved roadways. Again, we contract that out. The contract this year cost us $3,842. I know it's not a huge amount, but if this is something we can do in-house, that would save us that much. This tractor, it's 4-wheel drive. It's got a loader, a cab. It also has a front mount sweeping attachment. So we're able to brush our own roads, we're able to sweep our own roads and potentially save some money for the municipality that way. The Massey Ferguson tractor that we did own in 1981, 285 has sold on Gov Deals. I cannot disclose the price tonight. I don't have the final numbers from them, but we did all right on, I'll tell you that much. So I'm proposing that council allow us to bid on this tractor to replace that one, and hopefully in the future allow us to sweep and grass cut and brush our own roads. Not just that, with the loader, we would have the capability of putting forks on it for loading culverts, for unloading calcium. Right now, when calcium comes, if they don't have a lift on their truck, we have to bum a loader from the sawmill, which is kind of an inconvenience. So with that, we're able to unload large shipments as well. And it can be used for snow removal and whatever there in parking lots. So it's kind of a year round, not just gonna sit in the backyard all winter and part of the fall, it's gonna be used, so. Yes, so does council have any questions or concerns?
How many hours are on the tractor?
We're gonna drop here on 7,000.
7,000. Now, they said what repairs have been done to the tractor, if any?
There hasn't been any major repairs done, nothing listed anyway. I would imagine being a fleet unit coming out of Ottawa, they would have all the service records on it. So they'd be able to provide us with that.
Do you know what this tractor was used for? Like, heavy duty stuff? light duty?
Right now, it appears just road sweeping and.
So in other words, it's still in pretty good shape. then. It's
I
just-
can show you some
Yeah.
pictures of
Okay.
it. It does have street tires on, so it wouldn't have the normal tractor tires on.
Yeah, okay.
So it'd be better to travel.
What they call turf tires.
It's what I can say.
So being that this isn't a budget item, how are we proposing to pay for this?
Yes, so my proposal to council is we use the money from all the surplus items that we just sold, so the international plow truck sold, the half ton sold, the tractor sold. And we use those funds, plus what's left in our brushing, so there was a budget line for brushing this year. We're not gonna get to use that, so I propose we use that, and anything over and above that, we pull from the road reserves.
So approximately, how much would that be, do you know? Or
I,
just approximately?
between the two lines, 15,000
Oh,
possibly
okay,
in reserves,
that's pretty good.
15 to 20.
Mhm. Is it?
I think it'll be a big time saving and a convenience that we will have something to use when it needs to be used.
Yeah, a
And
lot cheaper than hiring somebody to.
And at their mercy.
That's right.
that's the thing, that's the biggest part of it, is we've had to work around the contractor schedule. We always have to work around the contractor schedule, and sometimes it doesn't work for us. This year, they were quite late getting here to start the roadside mowing, and a lot of the noxious weeds have already bloomed or gone to seed. And to prevent those from spreading, it's best to knock them down before they get to them.
Before-
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this year and previous year, it's been tough to do that.
And the biggest thing about it is we've got a brand new brusher, so we need a
Yeah.
tractor that's big enough to handle it.
Exactly.
So
And that's,
and the plus to that would be if staff have time in the fall, coming into winter, then they can do brushing. So-
Precisely. There are a number of roads, like I said, that haven't got done.
Yeah.
If we are successful with this,
Yeah.
there's no reason why we couldn't put somebody on this fall.
Yeah.
To go out and finish those roads and
Yeah.
maybe widen out some of the ones that didn't get to
Yeah.
that second round.
Yeah.
So any other questions?
Yeah, does it come with any counterweights,
The rear wheels do have counterweights on them, yes.
but front weights?
No, I don't think there's anything on the front.
John,
With the loader-
I was just gonna say with the bucket, you won't need front weights, the
And-
bucket.
And then you have the sweeper too. if you
Yeah.
don't have
Well, they won't
bucket.
be all on when you're rushing.
No,
Underneath.
but with the bucket on there, when you're brushing, that'd be heavy enough.
Well, I don't know about that.
Worst comes to worst, you could put the. like,
Weights.
Sand, scoop some sand.
In the bucket, yeah.
I don't foresee it being an issue, it's pretty much the same size tractor that the county uses.
Yeah.
And they have a bigger unit than what we have, and they have no issue.
So any other questions?
No, I don't know.
So keep our fingers crossed for the auction.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you mentioned it is a four-wheel drive, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay. Oh, yeah, here it is, right here.
Jordan has some pictures.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
there's some sign fading on the loader, but that's normal.
Oh, yeah, when it's a loader.
You'll see it has the road tires on it already.
Yeah.
okay.
The bucket looks like it's hardly even been used.
That's right.
Looks like it's got snow bucket.
So you'll notice that this hat is right here. A front mount PTO. That's quite an expensive option to put on. if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
buying a tractor. So that's
That would
what I
be
thought.
for the sweeper,
That's
wasn't
for the
it? Yeah.
sweeper, yeah. Quick connect,
Mhm.
motor on it.
Looks in good shape.
It's got, remotes on here, so if ever you want to look something up, like a different kind of sweeper on the front here, we can look that up already. Tires are fairly new on it.
Yeah, but what's it, they look at the log.
Counterweights are there. The sweeper. So you notice the loader's off, and the sweeper mounts straight to the front. Only issue that the claim that it has is the sweeper, brace here that has the, basically keeps it from bouncing, is broke, it just needs a weld right there. It's on the main frame, looks good.
Do we not have somebody we recently hired as a welder?
You got it's a 10-minute job for him.
Perfect.
Pretty clean looking, really. overall.
Yeah. Even got a radio to keep them happy.
There it is. Quick attach bucket as well, so if you were to switch from the bucket to the 7 forks, it's literally seconds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
How many people are going to be using that? Like, I mean, you want somebody that's gonna be reliable and not sit there and abuse it and.
I
Stuff like
had
that.
1 to 2 people in mind that
Okay.
I would trust
Okay.
that do have tractors already.
Because you get some of these people, I mean, even in our shop, it's not mine, no, but if it was yours, you'd take care of it.
I think overall,
It looks nice.
our workers are pretty diligent in keeping the equipment. It's their own. isn't it?
Okay.
All right.
Well, I think we're gonna have a nice all-rounded dependable fleet by the look of it.
We're working
We're
towards.
working towards that.
Yeah,
One
that's
thing,
good.
one thing at a time. Yeah, no, this is something we've been talking about for a while, and we really didn't know what direction we wanted to go. I think with the purchase of the brusher and, yeah. That kind of, we know what we need to run the brusher. So we're moving ahead, so.
Now, since it's got the front PTO, could you hook something onto that? So, you could go down the side of the roads and like do trees, like the sides of trees and stuff like that?
The brushing unit that we just purchased actually tips up.
Oh,
And you can
okay.
lift it up and down, so you can reach up. I did not say how high, depends on the size of your tractor,
Yeah,
but you can sweep up a little bit with it.
okay. Because I noticed coming down Wingle Road, like there's stuff there that should be brushed back, like stuff on that, because it's starting to,
Stuff on every move.
yeah, I know, but I mean, you know,
Fortunately, not having their own the past few years has allowed all that stuff to kind of grow.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's gonna take more work basically to get that back to where it should be, so we can maintain it. But
That's right.
but we can only do one road at a time.
So we can do,
But once you have your own unit, you can do as much as you want. but-
it doesn't matter if it's raining, you got a rainy day when we can't do something else.
That's right.
It's got a cab on it.
Yeah. So,
All right.
so no more questions?
None.
So
Not for me.
Call for the vote, then, all in favor?
Yes.
Yes,
And that is carried.
I thank you for gathering on short notice and your support.
Thank you for keeping your eye out.
Yeah.
For
Thanks
deals.
for the shopping. So
Yes.
let's keep our fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We'll know tomorrow.
So I guess we're now down to item 5, confirmatory bylaw. And the resolution says that we, the council for the corporation of Township of Brunel, Lynn, Rhode Island, hereby adopts bylaw 2022-49 being a bylaw. Confirm the proceedings of the September 27th, 2022 special meeting of council. I'll move on that. Councilor Banks, a seconder. Councilor Rutledge, all in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
And that is carried. Adjournment. And this meeting adjourned at 7:17 PM. Any mover on that? Councilor Young, and all in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Meeting's adjourned.